Hello everyone, welcome to the course Data Structures. This is Thulasi Chitra, Associate Professor, Department of CSIT, MLR Institute of Technology. Let us discuss today's session regarding double linked list deletion operations. Let us see the overview of the course. In double linked list, deletion can be done in three ways, as we have done already this in single linked list also. The first one is deletion at the beginning of the list. Next, deleting a node at the end of the list. And the last method which we have is deleting a node based on the key. We will be seeing one by one in detail how we are going to perform the deletion. Okay. Let's see the first one, deleting a node at the beginning of the list. Consider here we are going to have the three nodes where the first node represents the head and the ending node represents the last. And in the double linked list, as we have discussed in the previous session, we are going to have the forward as well as backward direction, right. Now I want to delete the node at the beginning of the list. That means I want to delete this node I want to delete. In this case, what are the steps that are required to delete it? Okay. Let us see in the diagrammatic way how it is going to be done. First, we are going to assign this temp equal to head. That means when I am going to delete this node, means this head will be removed. That should be assigned to the next node which was present, right. That is why we are going to assign temp equal to head. This is going to be assigned. Then we are going to move our head to the next location. That is nothing but by using head equal to head arrow next, we can move the head to the next location. And we are disconnecting the connection between the node which you want to remove and the next node which we have. So that we are making the head arrow previous equal to null. This is the step where we are going to include. Okay. And free of temp. When I am going to write free of temp means this node memory which it was allocated is going to be deallocated. Okay, that will be free. That will be removed. And how we are going to write the logic for it? Let us see. First, we need to initialize temp equal to head. Then head should be moved to the next location where head equal to head arrow next. And we are making head arrow previous equal to null, where it is going to remove the connection between the previous and the current node. And free of temp, where we are going to remove the node, that is the first node from the list. Let us take the second one, where we are going to delete a node at the end of the list, right. Now here also we are going to consider three nodes, right. The first node represents the head and the last node represents the last. Now I want to delete the last node. This node I want to delete. This node I want to delete, right. When I want to do that, what are the steps that are required here? Let us see stepwise how we are going to do this. First, we are going to initialize temp equal to last. That means this will be assigned to temp, right. This is the first step. Then we are going to move this last to this previous node. That means last equal to last arrow previous we need to do. Okay. That means now last is moving to this location. Now we need to remove the connection between these nodes, so that now last arrow next equal to null. We are making this one as null. This part should be initialized to null, so that it is going to lose this connection. Okay. This is how where we are going to implement deleting a node at the end of the list. Let us see the code how we are going to write the same thing. Initially we are going to initialize temp equal to last equal to last arrow previous, and the last arrow next equal to null, as well as free of temp. Free of temp means it is going to deallocate the memory for that temporary variable which we have assigned. Next, coming to the next deletion function. Here consider four nodes where as usual the first node represents the head and last node represents the last. Now based on key I want to delete. Based on a particular key, I want to delete the node. Let us consider I want to delete the element 30 from the list. That means the node with the 30 is going to be selected and that node will be removed, and then we are going to make the connection between the remaining leftover nodes, right. First, to reach to 30, first we need to initialize our temp equal to head, and temp should be traversed through the list, and if you reach 30, then we can able to remove that node, right. Now temp is equal to head, and now we are going to check with the key value, temp arrow data is equal to key or not. Yes, now it is 10 equal to key value is 30, it is not matching, so that we need to traverse our temp to the next location, right. When we are moving temp to next location, assign temp to P1, right, P1 we need to assign. Now again we are going to check temp arrow data is equal to key value 20 equal to 30, no again. Now again we are going to move to the next location, at the same time we are moving P1 as well as temp. First temp will be assigned to P1, then we are going to move our temp to the next location. Now again repeat the same process. Now check your temp arrow data. Yes, temp arrow data is 30 and the key value which we have taken is 30. Now we are going to stop here. Now identify the names of the nodes which we are having here, right. This is P1, this is temp, and the next node where we are going to have is temp arrow next. Every time this may not be the last node, right, you may have some other nodes. That's why, because of that, we are going to name the other node, the node which you have after the temp is temp arrow next, okay. Now I want to remove this node with 30, make the connections here. Now after removing this, I need to make the connection from here to here, and at the same time I am going to store the value of a P1 into this location, that is 2000. Now for that, what is the step we need to write? This is nothing but a temp arrow next arrow previous. This node name is temp arrow next arrow previous. We are going to store the value of P1, that is 2000. Next. In the same way, we are going to store this address here, that is 4000 is going to be stored in this location. Now make the connection P1 arrow next, this location is called next, P1 arrow next equal to temp arrow next. Like this way we are going to make the connections. Now free of temp also we need to do, we are going to remove the node which we want to delete, right. Let us see the code here, how we are going to write. First we need to read the key value, then followed by we are going to initialize temp equal to head, where you need to traverse through the list until it reaches the null value. In between that, if you are going to reach the key value, we are going to terminate it, and then we are going to make the connections, right. We have seen in the previous example how we are going to make the connections. If not that is the case, then you have to assign your temp to the P1 and storing that value into P1, and temp will be moving to the next location, right. This is a procedure where you are going to delete a key based on, delete a node based on the key value. And let us see the summary what we have discussed in this session. Yes, double linked list deletion operations we have discussed. Under that we come across three conditions. One is deleting a node at the beginning of the list, and deleting a node at the end of the list, and the last one, deleting a node based on key value. Yes, I hope you understood the session. If you have any doubts, please do comment in the comment section. Thank you.